Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 24th. This is part one. This is part two. We already did part one right here. So this is part one that you're seeing on the table. And we are going to do part two right now. Part one is linked up down below, pinned comment. So make sure to check it out. With the Lioness card here, with the Protection card, you have the Song Lines card. This card is the Orca Spirit, and it says Song Lines on it. So again, some of you could be receiving messages from songs or whatever. So I would listen to that. Again, to me, that's also a card of your dreams. You could be kind of like getting messages in your dreams as well. But I would definitely be paying attention to songs. With the moon, you have two cards. You have the Hangman and the Six of Swords. Definitely moving on to calmer shores. Remember, with the moon card, I was getting this feeling of needing to let your guard down on a personal level, needing to let your guard down on the risks that you take. So again, I would keep your guard up. Like I said, I know this is going to confuse some people. Actually, you're a Gemini, so you're probably a genius, so probably not. But what I would say is that on a personal level, let your guard down. On a interpersonal level where you're dealing with other people, keep your guard up. So, and what that means is that you might want to take some personal risks where you start a business, where you ask a person out, where you do something personally. In those situations, I'd be letting your guard down. Again, if you're dealing with anyone you don't trust, keep your guard up, obviously, right? But the Six of Swords is like moving on to calmer shores. So definitely improvements coming in for you. The Hangman is like saying, I don't know, I keep getting this energy for pretty much everyone that I really feel like people are much more prepared than they realize for something. What that is, I don't know. Probably a new beginning for most people. For a lot of people, I think it's like starting businesses or doing their own thing. For others, could be getting into a relationship, pretty much anything you want. But I feel like you're much more prepared than you realize. With the King of Wands, you have the Four of Cups. Yeah, I would be careful of someone who isn't providing results. It's like getting crumbs, is how I see this energy, especially with that King of Wands. If you're dealing with this, person over here who's cocky, like we saw in the first reading, or who just is a jerk, whatever you want to call it, it's like you're not getting enough out of the situation. I really see you potentially walking away. It's like, really, I don't like this right here, the middle row. This looks like a crap sandwich to me. Here, Gemini. The outside is good. The top two layers. The middle, crap, right? The S word that I'm not going to say on YouTube, but, not good. Because it's like this person, if you're dealing with a person, it's almost like you're shouldering all the burdens in this situation. It's almost like you're shouldering all the responsibilities with another person. And I kind of feel like this reading is saying if you're dealing with a person, that there is like a person who is your power couple, divine counterpart, whatever word you want to use, whatever trending, kind of soulmate word you want to use, then go for it. But what I would say here is I feel like this is like, there is a better person, there is a better option if this is a person that's that you're dealing with. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Five of Cups. Yeah, it's like maybe you were in a situation where you thought you were going to have the Five of Cups or the Ten of Cups with a person, but it actually was the Five of Cups. So that's what you're probably moving away from here. With the Leo card that says shine on it, you have the Scorpio card that says investigate. What are you investigating? This right here, the Page of Swords and the Two of Swords. You are investigating what is on that new island behind you on the Two of Swords. Someplace you've never been before. You are kind of walking down this path on the moon, which is a path to like some sort of mystery. So again, I would definitely be curious at this time. If you have Aquarius in your chart, I would definitely watch the Aquarius reading as well, especially if it's like, your moon or your rising or something big like Jupiter or anything else, because, this is very similar to their reading and they were really being pushed towards like new things. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords. Something you thought was permanent is coming to an end. King of Pentacles, plain and simple, is a card of permanence. The Ten of Swords is something coming to an end, right? It's the death of something. It says something is dead, done, over with in your life. I feel like you're moving on to something new. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. Being bold, being assertive, really going for something. She definitely doesn't call attention to her weaknesses. Again, Five of Pentacles says do not call attention to your weaknesses. The Queen of Wands, she represents being bold, being assertive, really going for something, really making something happen. She also has that sunflower in her hand, and the sunflower represents the sun. It kind of represents the fact that she focuses on the bright side. She chooses to focus on the good things in life, not the bad things going on in her life. And that's definitely what I would be doing here with this Queen of Wands. Again, I'm a Gemini moon, and I've definitely been feeling this heavy energy, I would say, where it's like I want to focus on the darkness, and I haven't. I've been like forcing myself to focus on the bright side. And it does require work, right? It's like we're not perfect, we're human, so of course we naturally sometimes gravitate towards the dark side. But what I would say here is like try your best to focus on the light. With the King of Cups, you have the Three of Swords. It's like a heartbreak. I got the word fear popping into my head here on the Three of Swords. I feel like some of you could be fearing a heartbreak with the King of Cups. It's almost like I'm seeing King of Cups up here. You can't even see up here. That's how high up I'm seeing this, right? It's like it's almost like you can't see. It's almost out of reach is how I'm seeing that King of Cups. The King of Cups, I feel, for some of you could be a person you know. For others, I feel like it's like your ideal, of a person. It's like you could have this idea of the type of person that you would attract into your life. Like maybe they're emotionally stable, hardworking, or whatever, right? Doesn't matter. And the Three of Swords, I feel like, is just thinking about the disappointments you've had. Five of Cups, Nine of Swords. It's like same old story, but you have the Justice card, which really kind of says, if you put the work in to find it, you will find it. If you're not interested in love, again, I would be focusing on the bright side here. King of Cups, he really attracts everything in his life through his emotions. So it's like if you're having negative emotions, then you could be attracting some bad stuff. So I would make sure to be positive. Three of Swords is also a card of forgiveness. So it says it's time to forgive anyone who has hurt you from the past or anything else. Next, you have this Carrot card. It says opportunity or windfall. And you also have this October card as well. So there could be something that manifests in the month of October. And I do feel that for some of you. I feel like there is going to be important things that come in October, but it's not like you're waiting till October is what I'm getting here. I feel like this opportunity could be kind of coming in for you right now. And I kind of feel like the culmination, like everything coming together is in October. So I feel like you're starting this journey now. It makes sense coming up in this row, the Two of Swords. It's like you're clearly going to have to go on a journey to get to that island that is behind you. So it might take a little bit of time, but I feel like there's a big opportunity coming in for you. With the Two of Swords, what do you know? You have the moon. It's like you don't know where you're going. Like I always say with the moon, you're in darkness. It's part of the fool's journey. He has to walk down this path. But nowhere on the moon card does it say stop, right? I always tell people, the moon represents fears, anxieties, mysteries, all this stuff, right? But the path, it goes straight down the moon. It ends in some mountains that are in the background. Mountains represent achievements in the tarot. So it doesn't say stop. It says walk through the darkness and do not get off your path. The moon, it's more important that you hold something as the object of your attention, your goal, your wish, your dream, and you keep going. And the moon, the dog and the wolf, the two pillars on the moon, they're both like warnings that say, do not get off your path. Maintain your focus and don't get distracted by, barking dogs and wolves. Really, the dog and the wolf represents kind of like our animal instincts, right? The wolf, like our wild side, and the more kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Domestic side of our lives, where we're like human beings that have to, live around other human beings and everything like that. So it kind of like represents integrating both of those things inside of you. The two pillars are the warning that say, do not get off your path. With the Magician, you have the Chariot, definitely a victory coming in for you. Chariot is like, again, a mystery. We have these two Sphinxes on the Chariot. The two Sphinxes represent a mystery and mysteries in general. He has no clue where he is going. He is just gonna, and what's funny also is that there are no reins attaching those Sphinxes to the Chariot. So he is trusting that the universe is guiding him in the right direction. If you are curious about something, if you're curious about the island that is behind you, a new opportunity, then I would move in that direction. You will be successful. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Seven of Swords, so lying, cheating, stealing. This can really represent taking things too seriously, though. The Nine of Swords is like waking up from a nightmare and being stuck in a nightmare. Remember, in your first reading, we were talking about being stuck under a dome. The Seven of Swords, he is sneaking away with those swords from an army that is in the background. So it kind of represents doing something tactically. It's actually a good card. Again, a lot of people read the Seven of Swords as a bad card. It's really a good card. It's gold. It represents doing something tactically and kind of getting away with something, but it can be a good card. He also has polka dots on his shirt, which represent needing to not take things too seriously. So I kind of feel like more playfulness would be a good idea. Also, again, it can say that there are like other solutions to any problems that you're dealing with. There are other ways of doing things, so just stay open to different ways of doing things. With the sea otter at the end here, you have the dolphin. Happiness is what this card says. So I do feel like there is a lot of happiness coming in for you, but probably somewhere else. With the Page of Swords, you have the Six of Cups. Happiness. The Six of Cups in the Page of Swords is kind of like a childhood dream. You know, you see these children playing here on this card, and the Six of Cups really represents like childhood nostalgia, thinking about the past, but it can represent also like a childhood dream or things that brought you joy and happiness. So I kind of feel like you're entering into this time of joy and happiness. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is a card of learning. It's a card of conflict and competition, but these people are learning how to fight. They're not just fighting just to fight on this card. They have learned how to battle on this card. So I feel like you have been learning through this Ten of Wands energy, which is probably like a lot of responsibilities from other people. And like I said, still at the same time, again, this middle row, not great. So if you're dealing with a middle row situation, could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, or just a person in general. It doesn't even have to be love, could be at work or business, someone talking behind your back, any of those things. It's like at least you've learned from the situation. With the Justice card, you have the Queen of Swords. Again, you're like the second sign that has had the Queen of Swords in the exact same position. She is finally clear on what she needs to do. So I do feel like there is a great deal of clarity. I kind of feel this for everyone. I just said to another sign that I've been getting the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords a lot. Or was that you that I just said this to? It might have been you. I don't know, I'm losing my mind today. But what I would say is that like I feel like this very direct, straightforward, open, honest energy just in the universe in general. So it seems to be like a very direct time, or a time for direct energy, whatever you want to call it. And I kind of like that for you. So that's what I got for you here, Gemini. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Pretty straightforward reading. Like I said, I do feel like there's a lot of opportunity coming in for you, but you're going to have to look into this opportunity with that Scorpio card, like I said. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.